You are welcome. Today, you are welcome to At the Turning Point with my very self, Esther. You are very welcome. Wow, I can see Taye Ikotun, Lusayo, Wolimok. Thank you very much for joining today at the Turning Point. You are welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. It's a wonderful day today. I hope you've been okay. I can see Mary Icott. Thank you for joining at the Turning Point today. I hope people can get me also on Facebook. Thank you very much for joining. I want you to share. I want you to stay with me. I often see that people just stroll in and go away. Can you please stay with me? I'm only begging you today. Just stay with me. Today is going to be very, very interesting. It's one of the interesting topics that we have today. And I can assure you that at this turning point, you are going to definitely enjoy yourself. Today, we are going to check on your defaults. Actually, the way you do things all the time, your default. Yes, I want to say shout out to all the people doing one anniversary, Thanksgiving, birthday in the month of October. We are in October already. Hooray! I'm very, very happy. I'm so excited that we are here already. This is October, and I want you to set your mind to make most of your time in this October. It is going to be great. It is going to be wonderful. It is going to be fantabulous. I'm trying to see my light because I tried to do another light with my laptop to see whether it's working well. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me. Yes, thank you very much. So if you're doing your birthday, if you're doing your anniversary in the month of October, a big shout out to you. Yeah, the current issue at the moment I was able to pick, I don't know what's your take on it, but it's about the COVID-19 immunization. COVID-19 immunization has been trending on our news. Please help me to share on Facebook, help me to share, let people know that we're on, help me to share. So it's COVID-19. I don't know what's your take on it. Are you getting the injection? I mean, apparently I got a notification to say that I should come for my flu jab. By the way, I'm actually on top of flu at the moment. I'm not under the weather, I'm above the weather. But God is my strength. I just want us to give glory to God wherever we are, in all that we do. I don't want us to grumble at this time. Just let us appreciate God. Let it be one of your defaults. I mean, like what you do without no explanation, without thinking about it. So today, I want to know your take. I want to know what your understanding about the immunization, COVID immunization is coming up. I want you to go and research on it. I've been on National Institute for Health Research, NIHR website. You need to go there and find more. Thank you very much, Tele. Thank you very much for joining. I don't know what's your take. Please, can you let me know what's your take on COVID immunization? Are you going for it? Don't you want to be part of it? Do you think it's working? I was looking at it. At the moment, it's still on trial. At the moment, they're still working on it, but it's coming up. It looks like it's the way forward. I mean, I'm just talking about the current issue now. It's going all over the place. People are saying don't get it. People are saying they want to kill the BAMI. They want to kill the black. They want to use them as guinea pig. What's your take on COVID-19 injection? Are you going for it? They are apparently saying that they're going to. Let me go on my Facebook because I can't see people yet. Thank you very much. I can see you now. Thank you for joining. Grace, thank you. Mommy Christiana, thank you. Christy, thank you for joining. Thank you, Florence, thank you. Thank you for joining. Help me to share, let people that we're on. I can see that my camera is not very bright, but because I'm experimenting on it, decided to use my laptop light. I'm still working on it, but I hope you can hear me very clearly. Let me know if you can hear me. Please thumb up, thumb up. Yes, so what is your take? What is your take? Please, I want it to be very interactive. Yes, I thank God. Oh, thank you very much, Tele, for that. Pastor Richard, please, what is your take on COVID-19 immunization? Are you going to go for it? Some people, at the moment, the researcher are suggesting it's going to be oral. Vaccination is going to be by patches, it's going to be by normal injection. People don't like needle, they can get the DNA vaccination. So go and look into it. See whether, try to prepare your mind. Don't just go with what people say that, whatever people say is what don't just go by that. I want you to check your own things, see, for yourself what is out there and what they're saying. See for yourself. I don't want you to just go by saying, no, I'm not getting it. No, it's not for me. See what is going on. Yeah. Go on the research. The one I got here that I was able to get more information is National Institute for Health Research, NIHR. You can go on their website. Yeah, moving on from there, I quickly want to move on into our topic today. What are you doing? What are you doing today? What exactly are you up to? What others are doing is no matter in this day and age. What others are doing is no matter in this day and age. What you are doing is what matters. What you are doing matters most. Are you building or you are breaking down? Some people, they've set themselves on these defaults and they try not to change. This is at the turning point. Are you building or you are breaking down things? Are you a giver or a taker? Are you a giver? I'm going to hammer more on that giver and taker. And this takes us to being a paranoia or a narcissist. We really want to look into it today. Yes, one of the things that I put down that is fact is that you have to evolve in each way that you are. Your default might be you are a taker. You take a lot. You are not a giver, by the reason of you. But I want to know what's your take on it. I'm trying to see more comment. Thank you very much. Yes, I don't know whether some people, what's your take on it? Yes, what are you doing? Yeah, what you are doing today matter. Thank you, Christy, for pinning down that information. So, all what the question I've asked today is boiled down to your motive. What you are doing, if it matters to you, it doesn't matter what others are doing. And it's really, really boiled down to you. It's really, really boiled down to you. It's boiled down to your motive. It's boiled down to the way you see things. It's boiled down to the way you set your defaults in life. It depends on how you see life in you and how you see yourself in life. And today we really want to examine quickly. I have some two burning questions, and it was this question that actually triggered this topic. So when we say evolve, that means when something evolves. Please help me to share. Let people know that we are on. Help me to share. Help me to invite people. Help me to share. Let people know that we are on, please. Help me to share. Help me to share. Yes, help me to share. I'm trying to share as well. So help me to share. Let people know that we're on right now. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. Yes. So it really, really matters. I'm just quickly sharing because I know a lot of people, they said, oh, we look for you, we can't find you. And I really want people to be part of it. Please help me to share. Help me to share. Let people know that we're on. Thank you very much. Please help me to share. So to evolve is for you to do what? To change and to develop over time. That is not one day thing. What we're talking now, for you to make a turning point, is like as if you are unrolling. You are changing the image in which you've known yourself or people have known you. That is to evolve. And today we're going to look into it. There are some factors that we really need to look into. What are you doing today? Yes, what are you doing? What you are doing today, you are are you a giver or a taker? Yes, thank you for doing that. So all this is boiled down to your motive. What is motive? Motive is something that causes a person to act in a certain way or do certain things. Motive is something that causes a person to act in a certain way or do a certain thing. The reason why I'm giving us this definition is this, because you have to understand the foundation of why you think the way you think, why you do what you do. And when you have the understanding, what you do matters. Then, okay, it doesn't matter what others are doing, what you do or what you are doing matters than what others are doing. So that's why I'm talking about you have to evolve. That means change. That means look at your default setting. Look at your motives, because motives is defined as reason for doing something. And we have three different types of motives. The psychologist, when I was looking into it, biological motive, social motive, and personal motives. And all this works together to determine whether you are a paranoia somebody or you are a narcissist. I'm telling you the truth. You need to look deep down into you for you to have this understanding of why do you wait on what people are doing? Why do you wait? This thing is a killer, and it's affecting us whether you are a male or female, young, adult, black, white, Africa, Asian, whatever you can be or you may be. I tell you, these have major impacts in our life, whether you are a Christian or not. And so today we are going to look into why our motives affect us in the area of how we are fearful, because most of the things that causes us not to do what matters to us, looking at what matters to others, is because of fear of what are we afraid of? It's because of incentive. So of, do I get this reward if I do this? So a lot of people are afraid that if I do this, nobody will acknowledge or take notice of it. We look at it in a way that if I do this, then guilt and self plays a major role in this. So today I'm quickly going to make mention of one of the questions that somebody sent to me before we go into being paranoia, how to walk through it, and being narcissist. It's not a course. I remember I was sharing with my friend and we were saying when we're reading it, the definition of narcissist, and when we add it's a disorder, we said in Jesus' name we reject it. But in real sense, it's what we go through, and we need to deal with this. Even now, we need to work on it. Because a lot of us, we think, oh, if we see anything that we need to work on and we see it happening in our life, we quickly discard it and say, no, it's not for me. So therefore, we're not working on it. And we live by that default all the days of our lives. And that affects our productivity. Because when you keep looking at what others are doing, when it really matters to you that what you are doing, then there is a disorder only. And what others are doing is what affects or motivates what you do instead of the vice versa. There's something is wrong. Excuse my voice. Yes. So today, I quickly want to read one of the first scenario. A lady sent me a question. It's actually like she's looking for way out. She said, and I really want us to be part of it. She said, thank you, Linda. Thank you, Dorcas, thank you, Mommy Utuyele, thank you, Georgina, thank you for watching, thank you, Adelium Lara, Ladipo, thank you very much, Sheun, Olajuba, thank you very much. Sorry about the quality of the camera, I'm working on it. Thank you, people on Instagram, I appreciate you. Okay, this is the question we're dealing with today, that we kind of wrap into what is a paranoia nature and what is a narcissist nature. Okay, a lady said she has a twin brother, so she's a twin, and has a brother as a twin. I happen to be the one making things happen in my relationship, in marriage, among friends, in my family, even at work, and to my in-laws. I have been doing this in terms of finance. I'm the one making it happen. Motivation, I'm the one. Helping out, I'm the one. Sacrificing my time, even myself, I'm the one. And so she said, this drive has been in me all the time, as young as I could remember. I've always been the one giving out everything. But I have noticed that when I do that, instead of being appreciated, I get persecuted, I get attacked, I get unappreciation. So what can I do? He said, why do I have to do it? Sorry, she said, why do I have to keep doing it? She recognized herself as a giver, even though I had no ulterior motives for rendering this help, not because she's looking for others to help, but she is helping from her nature. That happened to be her default. She doesn't look into what others does. She go ahead and help in her marriage, among her friend, even her twin brother. But she said, I don't know what to do, even though I have no ulterior motive for doing this. It's just my default. I felt vulnerable because of people's reaction. Please, I need to stop being a giver. What can I do? I don't know what you can, what you want to contribute. What do you understand by being a giver and a taker? What do you understand by being a giver? This is this lady's scenario. I don't know whether you want me to go over it again. A lady said to me she's a twin and she has a twin brother. She always help her. She's the one that always give. She's the one that always offer help. She's the one that always going out of her way. She will do all sorts of things. Even in her marriage, at work, in the family, that happened to be her default, her life. But for some reason, she says she get being, attacked for it. And she says she wants to stop because she's been attacked instead of being appreciated, even though she's doing it, not for show off, not to say that, oh, she knows how to do it best. But she said she's now feeling vulnerable. She's not happy doing it, but she's willing to want to do. That is her. So she said, I need to stop being a giver. What can I do? What can you say? Do you advise her to stop giving? I don't know whether you understand the word giver. A giver, it's someone that without no motive, we go out of their way to do anything to give. Please, can somebody help us? Mommy Toyo Omolaye, son, help me to share. Help me to share. Francisca is on. Thank you. Florence is on. Ania Yuade is on. Please help me to share. Let people know that we are on. Thank you. People on Facebook. Toyi Banjo is on. Thank you for joining. Alaga. Okay, Bemisola is on. Please, I want us to go through this scenario. This woman, I'm talking about, are you a giver or a taker? This woman recognized herself as being a giver. That is her. And she's ready to give anything without any ulterior motive. But people are not saying, they're attacking her for doing that. What do you say to that? A giver, we always have the action to give. That all the time. That is their lifestyle. To be a giver, is it a crime? Does she supposed to expect people to appreciate her for it? Please, I need people to help. Oh, thank you for sharing, Sister Linda. Please, I need your contribution. Please, I need your contribution. Does she supposed to keep helping? Does she supposed to ask for help? She said, I give, but people don't appreciate it. I've come to realize in life that when you give, remember what we're doing today. Whatever you are doing, keep doing it. What are you doing? It doesn't matter what others are doing. What you are doing matter most. And today, please, I want us to quickly look into it. Do you advise her to stop giving? You always need to use wisdom in all and balance things up. That is for me and Ayuade. Thank you. So now she said she wants to give up. Excuse me, let me drink. I've had my concussion here because of flu. Thank you very much. So, what is your take on it? Some people see you as known all and you have to control it if it is sending negative signals. That's true, ma. That's true. So, what do you reckon? What do you agree with? Please, can somebody help us? What do you think about that? When I was looking through a giver is someone that is ready to give everything. But a taker, they always want to take. They don't want to give. They always look at what others are doing. A taker is somebody that will do something for you with motive that they will get something back from you. And that is the difference. A giver is someone that is ready to give. Are you a giver? Is this woman a giver? Do you reckon that she should stop giving? A giver is someone that will give without expecting anything back. They are ready to give. Nothing is too big for them to give. Is that your default setting? Is there any motive behind you giving? Then when you are a taker will give, but they expect something back in return. And when I was looking through the research, I noticed that 19% of population, somehow, they did a research of that population are takers, and 25% are givers. So who are the rest of the percentage? When we look at it, it's either you are doing something too extreme or you are in the middle. Some people are givers, some people are takers. Do you advise this lady to be a taker and a giver? Balance it up. When you talk about people that are not giver and they are not taker, they fall into the category of matcha. Matcha in that survey says that 56% of human beings are what? They are matcha. That means they stand in between. What is your own today? This is at the turning point. Yes, our attitude towards our giving might be appealing. That's true. Please contribute. Yeah, that's it. Who is a giver? Yes, a giver is someone that is what? That will give you, that will do anything for you without. Let me tell you, when someone is a taker, you've set your default. That means the way you do things, you set it on a taker mood. If somebody is not going to give you something, you're not going to help them. That most of takers, they are paranoias. They think people go around their back trying to make things happen for them. It's a condition, but it often is a kind of psychological condition, but often does not require medication to a level. It depends on the level that you are. So today I want to say to us, a giver always looking for ways to solve problems. That's true. Yes, Sister Ronke is watching all the way from Nigeria. Thank you. Ola Ladun Bam Adebanwu, thank you for watching. Please help me to share. Let people know we are on. Help me to share. So today we're talking. This is at the turning point. Please, I need somebody to help this lady as well. She said she will give everything, but she wants to stop being a giver. So how can she change that default? We're going to see quickly which one is better. Are you going to be a matcher where you are not a giver and you are not a taker? Are you going to be a giver 100%? You don't mind what comes your way. Are you going to be a taker 100%? You don't care what others do. What are you doing? What matters to you? What is the motive behind what you do? We really need to understand it, because this has impacted upon the lifestyle in which we live. And that is why I'm hammering on it. So I need people to help us. Taker are self-focused. That's it. Put their own interest ahead of others. That is taker. You have to. They don't have the best interest of you in mind. You have to have something to offer them. You see, often this is how you know who takers are. Please, I need people to contribute. Please, thank you, Mommy Oloruntunde, for that contribution. Thank you, Mommy Christine. Giving is a nature. No matter what, she doesn't need to stop. Let her give without expectation. God will reward her for her good works. Okay, that is Mommy Linda from Germany. Thank you very much for that contribution. But what she said is this: she's happy to do it, but because of the response, she wasn't expecting anything. But when people say it to their face that, oh, you think you are all in all, you think you can do all in all, even in a marriage, she's not getting the appreciation. They see her as, oh, you think you know more, you think because you have money, you think you're in marriage. How do you cope with that? In relationship with friends, how do you cope with that? Even in your sphere of influence, how do you cope with that? You want to go ahead and be a helper, a giver. And then, but some people, when they see you as a taker, they are self-focused. They don't care how you feel. They just want to take from you. They just want to make sure that when they give you, you are giving back to them. Or are you a matcher? All this thing is boiled down to our motives. And in nature, we have to understand matchers like to preserve an equal balance of giving and taking. Their mindset: if you take from me, I will take from you. If you give me, I will give you. That is matcher. That is matcher. Thank you, Mommy Christine, for that. It's better to give without expectation. Takers never appreciate. Okay, that is Mommy Linda. Yes, I understand where she's coming from. I've always been a giver. She should continue as she is. It is frustrating sometimes. You need to cut off the negative people in your life. That is very true. I think, one of the solutions tonight, if you're a giver, you like to give, but you are not expecting people to give back to you. It could be in your marriage. It could be, it gets so frustrating because I was looking at it. Am I truly a giver? I don't know whether I'm a matcher. At a stage, I was confused. Am I a taker? I don't know. The kind of job I do, you have to kind of like pour yourself out as a living sacrifice. Either people give to you or not, it doesn't matter. You just give. You just keep giving until you can't breathe anymore, like the way I'm feeling now. But in life, when you set your default, that means you're setting your way as a giver. I tell you, when you see people being successful, helping them, your marriage being successful on your accounts, even though you are not getting, one of the things that I've noticed that she mentioned was that she's getting burned out. One of the disadvantage of a giver is that they don't focus on themselves. They run around for everybody else except them. They don't care. They will do whatever they do. Even people are not doing it, they are there on time. They don't work against you. Take care always. They are not somebody that you can say hello and they say hello to you. They will challenge you. They will challenge your motive. They will question you. They don't really have to agree with you. I'm trying to shed more light so you will know. Don't let me miss this. Yeah, Pachu Kaku. Giver are other focused and tends to provide support to others with no string attached. Yes, I have always given. Be instead of being appreciated, people are always ungrateful. Wow, that is very painful. That is very painful. And we're saying tonight that, that is your default. That is your setting. Givers, what can you do so you won't be in pain? This is exactly what I expect people to say. Thank you for that contribution. It's so valid. Yes. So how do you now keep giving, being a giver? What are you doing? What others are doing does not matter. Let me tell you, when you are around people that are paranoid, they are nasties. Nasties are people that, what can somebody give me the definition of nasties? To be a nasties, what is it? It's a disorder, but it can go unnoticed and it affects your motive. It affects the way. Some of this is upbringing. So what is the solution now? Let me quickly read. Yeah, thank you, Pacho, for that contribution. Grace, it's such a great privilege to be a giver. Keep doing what you know how to do best. Apply wisdom. God will protect and reward you bountifully. Yeah, that applies to our marriages, our relationship, at work as well. Again, is she boasting about her giving? When you give, you should not speak of it. Give it in closet. Okay, so she cannot. One of the reasons why people find it difficult, some people they find it difficult to accept help. That is the next scenario. That is the next scenario. Let me quickly go to it. Somebody tell me, because I want us to go through the scenario, then I will now wrap it up with your own contribution. So somebody sent me a question as well and said, this person is a male. Please help me to resolve this matter, Esther. I don't always see good in what people do. I don't like people helping me. I love to be the one helping people. I get frightened if people offer to help me. I guess I'm struggling with fear of they telling everyone that they are the one that helped me. I guess I'm worried that they will want me to do the same for them. I guess I'm always feeling that I am sufficient for myself. I guess I'm struggling with pride, but I don't think so. I guess the people I allowed into my life can endanger my life. That's why I don't like people to help me. I prefer to help them. This is the reason why I'm reading this is what Christine said, that again is, are you boasting? Because some people, because when they give to you, they boast. So maybe that's why they're getting the attack. But we're going to look into how to work things around you, even if you're a giver. Because of this, I don't see any reason for me to get involved in marriage. This has affected this guy. Because of that, he doesn't want to get married. He doesn't want to get settled down. I am well to do somebody. So people call me boss, bossy man. I know something is not right, but what can I do to change this major factor I have discovered and identified in my life? Help me, Esther. So this person, this is a very long one. I don't know whether I want me to read it again. This guy is saying that he doesn't like. I don't always like to see good in what people do. If they do it for me, I don't see good in it. I don't appreciate it. Is this person paranoid? Is this person a narcissist? Is this person a taker or a matcher or a giver? He said he likes to help others, but he doesn't always accept help from people because it's frightening that people will be saying, I'm the one that helped you. It's frightening that people that he allowed into his life might at the end, attack him. He said he's not sure whether it's pride. He said he's not sure whether the feeling of that he is feeling sufficient for himself. He said because of this, he doesn't see any reason in getting involved in marriage. He said, but people call him bossy, that he's always bossy. That I know something is not right. I don't know how to change it. That happened to be his default, and he's crying for help. The guy is online now. I want you to say what you think. Sometimes it's so frustrating when you give without appreciation. Tonight we're saying, how are you not going to get, that pain anymore? Do you feel better when you give, even though if people don't appreciate it? Or what you're asking for, you are not giver doesn't even ask for your appreciation, but at the same time they don't want you to attack them and see the negative out of what they do. But if you are a giver tonight, I want to say to you that always one of the solutions is to focus more on yourself. As you are helping others, have a focus, have a direction in which you steer your life. When you have a direction, it helps you as well to get going for you so that you won't feel burned out. If you don't get something going for you, you feel burned out, you will feel unhappy, you will feel the pain, especially when people attack you. Let her check her manner or attitude in giving. Yes, please, I need more. She needs to ask why people perceive her wrongly. Okay, that is baby Sola. Thank you very much for that contribution. Yeah, please keep it coming in. The second scenario that I've just put on now, what will you advise this guy? It's affecting him. He doesn't want to get married because of this, because I don't know whether I can place him as a giver, as a matcher, or I think he's a matcher. And at times, matcher in life, they don't go too far. And taker in life, they can rise up quickly. And at the same time, they can fall quickly. And most of the time, when a taker fell, they fall into the hand of matcher. And it's eye for eye, tooth for tooth. So it's always good to be a giver. It's always good not to be paranoia, not to be a narcissist. You can work on it. There are factors that you need to identify in your life, because it's not everybody that has the same traits or the same factor, but there are some factors in your life that is very, very important for you to pick on in order for you to work around yourself. Matcha is kind of in and out, and you will be more appreciated and happy. It's true, though. It's true. I don't know what you want to set your own default for tonight. Does it really matter? What is the definition of narcissist? Yeah, please, can somebody come in, Lori? Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, what is narcissist? Is someone with personality disorder. Disorder from what? I think this guy is narcissist. To be honest, it's not an abuse. Someone with personality disorder. Okay, Linda said. So, what is personality disorder? Solution for giver is to some ask for as well. Do not cover your weakness. Okay, ask for help. Try balancing. You cannot be self-sufficient in this world. That's it. That's why he's having problem. That's why he doesn't want to get married. That's why, because he thinks, okay, it's well to do, but they said that please help me to share. If you are joining, help me to share. Help me to share. Thank you very much for joining. Oluyemi, thank you very much. Yes, I feel better when I give, because I know I'm doing it for God. Okay, that is another point. When you know what you're doing, you are doing it to impact positively. Does it really matter what others are doing? Does it really matter whether you are appreciated or being attacked for it? What you are doing, no matter how good you are, someone will have something to say. Jesus had enemy. Yes, that is Christy. Thank you very much for that. That's the my brother. This should not stop you from being with your partner. No matter what you do, this life, someone will have something to say. That's it. Yeah. So you cannot reject help. I'm talking to that person. The second scenario, you cannot reject help. You cannot say that you don't want to help people to help you, even though you don't want people to talk. For the fact that you are not even allowing people to help you, they are even talking about you already. So you really need to know where you stand. You really need to look into the factor. You've made mention of so many things, in your question. That could it be pride? It could be element of pride. You remember we're talking about our motive is the foundation of all the topics we're talking about tonight. We're talking about so many topics, but your motives, carry such a big weight in it tonight. And I want us to know that, no matter how good you are, yes, someone will say something. So please keep your advice coming in. So we said that narcissism is a personality disorder when you focus on self, when it is only you. It is all about you. Could a narcissist be a taker? Tends to rise quickly, but they fall quickly. They don't see anything right in others. Even though they want to take more, they don't have anything to offer. Question. So why did taker always a self-gratification person? They just like themselves for themselves. The best result for productivity in life, for good performance in life, from my own take, is to be a giver. And like I said, you really need to work on yourself if you're a giver, because one of the terrible disadvantage of a giver is that you neglect yourself. So if you have nothing to show, even though you are being productive in helping others, in your home, in your marriage, in your relationship with your twin brother. You are helping them all around, but you neglect yourself, then you won't feel it and you won't want to go ahead with it. This is one of the things that I picked from that lady's question. I'll be open. Thank you, mommy. The man needs professional input, but he gets to this stage in life. The environment where he grew up determines who he is now. That's it. It's the foundation because it affects your motives, it affects the way you think, it affects whether you're a giver. Some people, they're just wicked. I don't know whether you've come across people that they don't see anything good in you. Most of them, they are takers. If you can't give them anything back, then they're not ready to help you. It's a wickedness spirit. And I think tonight's supposed to be a turning point for us. We really need to look very close into our default setting in terms of motives, in terms of our background, in terms of our understanding. We need to seek help. Honestly, we need to seek this, maybe psychotherapy, psychopath, I don't know what. But if you don't necessarily get people saying that, look at Narcissist going, no. You don't necessarily see people saying, look at Paranoia going, no. It's just out of the way you behave, the way you see things, what others do, how it matters to you, what you do, how it matters to others. And tonight is our turning point. I want us to see things in a different way because you in life, whether you are a Christian or not a Christian, you are a white or black, you are from different ethnic race or background, your motive in life determines whether it matters what others are doing, whether not. Whether you are paranoia or whether you are a narcissist. When you focus on you alone, not others. So I will put paranoia to be someone that is what? That is a taker, that just wants to give. Giver are most valuable people, but they don't get being appreciated. You need to protect yourself if you are a giver. The secret weapon for a giver is that you need to know your limits. Don't go beyond your limits. You always know when to say yes or no. I don't know whether somebody agree with me. Takers are opportunists. They don't care who they hurt in their path. They are selfish. Do we have any takers? 100% takers. Some people are matcher. Narcissists believe they are more superior than anyone else. That's it. They are more superior. You can't correct them. They set these defaults in their life that they cannot be corrected. They don't, they don't want to change. This is turning point. We need to change. It is very, very important. Take time to introduce people that will benefit each other. This is the giver. Giver, they don't mind. They will take time out to introduce people that will help someone. They don't mind connecting people. They don't mind sharing knowledge. They don't mind, whether their work goes unnoticed, but don't abuse them. When you have givers in your sphere of influence, encourage them. They love you to ask for help. Giver loves you to ask for help. They encourage you to seek for help. They encourage relationship by giving more. But you should know your limits. They allow you to ask questions. They allow you to speak up. You need to speak up. You need to know, yes, somebody is giving us something to say. That is very true. Givers suffers when they don't protect themselves. Learn to know your limits. That's true. You need to learn to. Thank you, Messiah, for that. Yeah, thank you very much. I hope you are enjoying tonight. Please help me to share on Facebook. Help me to share on Instagram. I really appreciate you. Yes, we are moving on. When you are a giver, you don't look at your own weaknesses. You just want to help. But taker, we always said, I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. They never try. They never want to give you. I will give you one or two tips. I don't know whether somebody will agree with me. Please let me know if you agree with me. You see, for you to identify givers. They will always want to step out of their position to help you. They have listening ears. It doesn't matter. Thank you for blowing that love. It doesn't matter how much they've done it. They will always want to. They will always want to give. When you want to identify a taker, ask a taker, how many people have you been able to help with your attitude, with the way you see things? When you see people in trouble, how many people have you been able to impact? Do you know what they will answer you? They will mention people that are great up there, because they will only help people that can pay them back. They will not help people that cannot give them back. Giver will help. If you ask a giver, how many people have you impacted in life? They will tell you people that are nobody, because they are not expecting anything back from them. That's why you see some people, I can only give to Baba Deboye, I can only give to that, because they say we are tapping into the anointing. They are takers. They will not give without receiving back. But when you are a giver, you give even to the less privileged, not expecting a dime from them. And when you see people in life, when they boast and brag that, oh, I know this, I'm friend to this, I'm friend to that, and they mention all the big people, you know they are out doing that friendship, looking for friendship in the name of getting something back. But when you are a giver, it doesn't matter, you just want to help. Selfless giver are the one who drop everything to help people all the time, which means they tend to fall behind on their own work. On the other hand, otherwise giver are smarter, and that is so key. That is you are just nailing it. Thank you, Mommy Ayade. Yeah, they've learned to successfully navigate a world with matcher and taker. So others don't take advantage of them. You have to know how to successfully navigate. Thank you for that. That one is key. It's so nice. Bravo, 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 Mommy Ayade, for that. Please keep your question coming in. Keep your contribution coming in. Is getting so interesting tonight. I almost not coming on because I was really down. But I said, God, just give me strength now, just once, But I'm so much enjoying it. Is anything wrong with being a giver or a taker? Is anything wrong with it? Please, I need you to give us answer. Givers strive more than taker and matcher on their side. Okay, so giver must learn to be focused and have personal goals to achieve, so they will not burn out, doing good at the same time, gaining and making their life count. So you don't feel bad. So you don't feel being rejected, or you don't feel being resented. I don't know what you have to say to that man, because he's a paranoia man, I think, or narcissist. He's not ready to please. If your focus has always been, if you don't give me, I will not give. Today is the turning point. We have to make a turning point. We just have to move. You see, there are some people, they are agreeable people, and they are mostly giver. Disagreeable people are people that are taker. They are paranoia people. They are narcissists. I'm not abusing them. I'm saying it. If you identify any of these factors, do something to change. Disagreeable people can be a critical thinker, and they analyze everything. They tell you why they have to do what they are doing. They have to have reason or motive behind this. They are takers. They are paranoias. But you can easily, you can easily do what? You can easily make a U-turn, because if you are not impacting life, if people around you are not benefiting from you, I've been so bored down today, and my husband has been to work. far off. And as he was coming, I was like, I can't breathe. I don't know what to do. I'm not feeling well. Said, you know what? I will have to U-turn and do this and do that. Ready to give everything. That is it. In relationship, you must be able to give. Be a giver. I'm not talking about giving gifts. I'm talking about giving your life, giving your ideas, sacrificing, go extra mile. And who you are today determines whether you are agreeable somebody or disagreeable somebody. It means whether you are warm in approach. It means whether you are, you accept people's contribution, you accept people's or other people's idea. It really matters. Wow, we are running out of our time. So today, I hope you really enjoyed. Giver's life will touch those that he or she, helps in a way that you cannot describe, and it leaves indelible mark on them. When you are a giver, it is very important to move on in life, to be valued and to value others. What you do matters. It doesn't matter whether others are takers, but check if they are not helping you, then that's it. You have to change your fear of influence. If you are surrounded with only takers, you will not survive it as a giver. You need to balance it up. And you, giver, you need to balance this up. We've learned about how to balance it. I want you to know success is really more of what you contribute. Where to succeed is to help others to succeed. Life is better if the giver that makes living a success. If givers are being encouraged, when you identify a giver among you in your relationship, at work, in what you do in your, please appreciate them. This lady said she wants to stop because people don't appreciate her. Please appreciate them, don't attack them. And if you are a giver and you are being attacked, please balance things up, focus on yourself as well, don't neglect yourself, have a focus. Yeah, giving is being Christ-like. Esther, where have you been? Just come in, God bless you. It is matter to take as you give. Do not always say no. Okay, so the man, and this is a message coming for you, that don't say no. Don't say no. Thank you very much, Mommy Christine, for that. Giver hand are always at the top. Yes, there's a saying that says when you give, you are always at the top, and taker's hand is always under. So today, I want us to make that turning point. I hope you've been blessed today. Yes, before we go, I want you to be polite in your setting. I want you to have a default, setting that you're always polite, you're always a giver. You can be a matcher, but don't tend to be a taker alone. It's not the best way to live life. It gears towards being a paranoia person. It gears towards being a narcissist person, where you just give. People we have, they will not give because they want to take. It's not the best thing. You cannot make your world around you and this world a better place. What you do matters. It doesn't matter what others are doing, because what you do will contribute positively to somebody's life. I've got to stop. Please, I want us to know that we need to manage our motives. We need to prepare ourselves, our thoughts. When we are in doubt, we need to ask. We need to seek for help. Yes, we always say to yourself, don't say you are a crap. Always appreciate yourself, value yourself. Okay, the question is this: what is the most valuable assets in life? A valuable asset. What is a most valuable asset? That is our third session. Moving on, we're about to round up. What is the most valuable asset? What is the most valuable asset? Mommy Kuma, thank you very much. Givers and are always on top. Mommy Kuma, thank you for that. Yes, okay. Shehu, giver never lack. That's true. When you give, in always, they might abuse you, they might do all sorts of things, but I want you to make that decision today. We're at the turning point that you will always be a giver, because When you are a taker only, you tend to get towards the negative side in life, and you must set your default, your motive default to being a giver. But you need to know how to manage being a giver. So my question is this: what is the greatest? What is the most valuable assets in life that has been given to us? Okay, our mind. One Christian said our mind. Okay, yes. I'm waiting. People are not talking on Instagram. Thank you for coming tonight. Yahoo Baba Mommy, thank you for coming. Christy, thank you for coming. Yes. So, what is our most valuable asset? Your valuable asset is oneself. You are an asset. Most of the people don't even realize that they themselves are the most valuable asset for themselves, and keep chasing all sorts of materialistic things throughout their lives at the cost of losing their inner self. Every single moment, you are your oneself most valuable assets. And when you know that you have what it takes to be a giver, when you realize that you are the most valuable asset, people that are in your life are your main assets. And who is the worst enemy of mankind? Human being. When you come across narcissists, paranoias, takers only, then you will see other side of human being. You are the most valuable assets in life. You want more than anything. You know every other assets. You can place money on it and buy it. They have price tag, but human being can never be bought. Has no price tag on it. You are your most valuable asset, and that's why what you do matters. It doesn't matter what others are doing. You are the most valuable asset, and that is who you are. Yes, thank you very much, ma. So material things will expire. Human being, all things might expire. You might have house, you might have shares, you might have this and that. If you don't invest in yourself, you cannot be the best you. And now you can start. This is at the turning point to look deeper in yourself. The earlier you invest more in yourself, the better the world around you will be. You are the most valuable asset. Thank you very much for joining today. Nobody got my answer right. That answer seems very difficult, but it's simple. And that's why I came up with it, because often we did not know that we are the most valuable asset. Thank you very much. Until I come your way next time, I really want to appreciate everyone that has supported me. Thank you for supporting this cast. I cannot but to appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Until I come your way next week, I'm still working on my pictures. Sorry, Facebook people, if it's not very clear, I'm still working on it. I really appreciate you. I need to go and get some rest now. Until I come your way next time, please reset your default motives to a giver. I love you so, 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 so much, and you know that I do. Until I come your way next time, stay blessed. Thank you.